Welcome to Game 4 of the Waterloo tournament. Today's game, the Nepean Wildcats are playing Windy City from Chicago. Not the best rink for video, but let's see what we can do. Hollingsworth with the puck, she dumps it in. Bray chasing it. Windy City dumps it down and it's icing. Hollingsworth with the puck in the corner. She skates out with it. That's in front. Shot on net. Rebound goes to Bray. Bray puts it in. 1-0 Nepean. Shot by Hollingsworth. Rebound put in by Brianna Bray. Got one of our D back today. Kate Biel missed the first game, writing her SATs. Unfortunately, Avery Jones had to go home with a wrist injury. Windy City goes behind the net, picked up by Longo. Longo shot, that's blocked by Windy City. Windy City dumps it in, and an icing's called. Yell back to Donaldson. McKinnon puts it in. Houston chasing. McKinnon shot. Goes into the corner. Donaldson keeps it in at the blue line. Windy City off the boards. Comes out. O'Connor now with it. She has it in the corner. Battling in the corner for it. McKinnon comes out with it. Back to Biel. Shot on net. That gets deflected into the corner. Windy City gets it out. Biel has it at the neutral zone. Donaldson now. She dumps it in. McMullen chasing. Windy City high off glass, that comes out. And icing called. Sense that they control to get it out. Sense that they control to get it out. Seems that. Bray with it, backdoor to Gibbs. Just misses the handle. Windy City now. They clear the puck. Icing waved off. Francis with it behind the net. She circles back. Back to Gibbs. Gibbs up to Bray. Bray to McMullen. She loses it in the Neutral zone, Mulvihill picks it up now. She's going for a skate. Cuts in. Goes into the corner. Windy City gets it out. It's into the neutral zone. Viel over to Mulvihill. Cross ice to Longo. Longo comes in with it to Samiga. Samiga cross pass to Mulvihill. She has it in the corner. Tries to put it out front. Windy City intercepts. Viel now at the point. Into Samiga. Drops it for Viel. In front. Longo just misses the pass. Goes into the corner. Longo has it again. Back to Viel. Viel shot. That's wide. Mulvihill picks it up. She puts it into the corner. Gardner gets it. Windy City clears it out of their end. Viel circles back. She stops at the blue line, puts it in for Gardner. Gardner behind the net. Tries to get it to Houston. Now O'Connor picks it up. She's looking for a shot. Can't see a hole. Houston gets it now. Oh, comes over the blue line, have to regroup. Houston puts it in, chases. Now the Windy City gets it out. They dump it down, and icing called.
That one she just needed to take one more step.
Windy City coming out with it. Chip and chase. Windy City's fans wanted an interference called on that. No call though. O'Connor takes it off the boards. Can't handle it. Now she's got it again. Up to McKinnon. Misses her. Donaldson off the boards. Houston after it. McKinnon knocks that one down. Houston in the corner. Back to Francis. Francis with the shot. Tipped in front. Unfortunately, that tip took a lot of it off. Took a lot off the shot. Puck comes out of play. Face-off called. Hollingsworth does it. She shoots. Goalie save. Gray has it now over to Francis. Francis puts it into McMullen. She tries to chip it in. Hollingsworth has it now. Gray knocks it down. Mulvihill takes it. Back to McMullen. Off her skates. Francis gets it. McMullen to Bray. Bray with the shot, doesn't get through. She still has it though. Cycles to McMullen. McMullen has it at the blue line over to Francis. Francis takes it into the corner. Windy City breaks out with it now. Bray stops that one and puts it deep. Icing waved off. Nepean goes for a change. That puck almost gets picked off by Gardner. Now Longo gets it. Passes to herself off the board. She takes a shot. Blocker save. Gardner has it behind the net now. She drops it for Donaldson. Donaldson puts it deep. Yelp keeps it in at the blue line. Samiga has it now behind the net. In front, doesn't get through. She puts it deep to Longo. Windy City tries to rim it around. It gets by Viel. She chases back for it now. Passes up to Longo. Back to Donaldson. Donaldson to Biel. Up to McKinnon. Back to Houston. Houston gets taken down. O'Connor comes in with the one-timer. That gets deflected up and out of play. Windy City is getting a penalty. 2 minutes for hooking. That infraction was against Houston when she was trying to get the pass from McKinnon. Nepean will go on a power play. Face off one, back to Biel. Biel over to Samiga, back to Biel. Biel over to McKinnon. McKinnon looks around, circles to the top of the blue line. Now it's circling behind the net, looking for a pass, back to Biel. Biel over to Samiga. Samiga back to Biel, a shot. High blocker save. Goalie freezes it up. Face off one, back to Biel. Biel over to McKinnon. She takes a shot, goes wide, comes back to Samiga. Samiga back to Biel. Biel over to Samiga. Cross ice feed to McKinnon. Tries to take it with her feet, can't handle it. Samiga now back at the blue line. She steps her one defender, looking for a shot over to Biel now. One-timer from Samiga. Goal. Kate Viel passes it to Sid Samiga for the one-timer. Scores glove hand side against the Windy City goalie. 2-0 Nepean. Goal scored by number 18, Sid Samiga. Brady takes it into the corner. Passes it back to Donaldson. Donaldson back to Bray. Windy City chips it out. Gibbs to get it. She puts it deep into her corner. Funny bounce off the boards. Donaldson picks it up though. Windy City dumps it in. This time they are over the red line, so no icing. Bray up to McKinnon. She dumps it in. O'Connor chases. Mulvihill stops it at the blue line. Circles. Fires it towards the net. That goes wide. Samiga picks it up. Cycles low to Longo. Mulvihill has it now to Longo. Back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill with the shot. Pad save by the goalie. And Windy City comes out with it. We're getting a penalty though. This one going to number 19, Yinling Gardner. 2 minutes for interference. Windy City goes on the power play. McMullen gets it. She chips it up to Mulvihill. Mulvihill's got some speed. Circles around the defender in front to Hollingsworth. And Hollingsworth puts it in. Short-handed goal. 3-0 Nepean. It almost looked like the goalie saved that one, but pass from Mulvihill in front to Hollingsworth. Chips it over the goalie for the shorthander. Bray takes it now. She's got McKinnon going. Offside. That looked close. I think McKinnon was gone. Offside called though. Windy City circles back in their own end. KPL picks it up over to Donaldson. Donaldson off the boards to McKinnon. McKinnon back to Donaldson. Over to Viel. Viel puts it to McKinnon. She chips it in and chases. She's first on the puck. Circles back. She was going 1-on-3. Windy City comes up with it, and they thought that was going to be an icing, and it is. Yeah, the ref did, yeah. I was calling it from here. Windy City picks it up. She gets wiped out by O'Connor. O'Connor takes down another one. She's still after it. And grabs it. Goes backhander top shelf, but hits the crossbar. Now Francis at the point. She puts it deep to Houston. Houston sidesteps two players, cuts to the middle, doesn't quite get the handle on it, gets checked behind in the corner by one of Windy City's. Now Windy City breaks out with it. They put it deep. One hopper on Dom. Those can sometimes be tough to stop. 16 seconds left in Windy City's power play. Samiga is going for it. She has a mini break. Tries to go to Mulvihill. Doesn't connect on that. Mulvihill gets taken down on the boards. Slow to get up. Windy City coming out. It's back to even strength. Gardner out of the box. Samiga picks it up. She's got Mulvihill with some speed. 2-on-1. Mulvihill circles. Tries to get deep to Gardner. That goes into the corner. Viel keeps it in at the point. McMullen with it now. She shoots. That goes crossbar and up and... Oh, Windy City. Bit of a break now. Viel poke checks that. Now she's going for it. Gardner gets it. McMullen picks it up. She goes back to the point. Gray back to Gibbs. Gibbs puts it deep to McMullen. She gets knocked down on the corner. Gray picks it up. Now Windy City comes out with it. Cross ice pass. I think we may have gotten away with an interference call there. And McMullen comes up with it. She's got Gibbs going. Great back check by Windy City there. Hollingsworth tries to come out from behind the net. Windy City puts it deep. Nepean forwards go for a change. Mulvihill gets it. Goes for a start skating with it. Francis back to Mulvihill. She drops it for McKinnon. McKinnon tries a low shot. That goes wide. I think she may have been trying to pass it too. Windy City comes out with it. Poke check by O'Connor. Now Houston's coming with it. She's got McKinnon going to the net. Comes back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill to O'Connor. She circles. Shot. That goes wide. Francis picks it up. She goes cross ice with it. Now Houston has it. She takes a shot. And a rebound and score. 4-0. Not. Yeah, I don't even know who put that in. Okay. May have been Jordan Mulvihill. Okay. Shot by Maggie Houston from the point, and Jordan Mulvihill put the rebound in on that one. 4-0. Houston with it. It's a 2-on-1. She shoots it. Goes high and wide. Now Windy City comes out with it. Fiala puts the Windy City player into the boards. Now Nepean comes out. O'Connor at the blue line. Fiala up to McKinnon. McKinnon gets knocked at the blue line, but she continues and chase. Windy City gets it out. Only 15 seconds left to play in the first period. Longo has it. Puts it deep and chases. She gets taken out behind the net. That's it for the first period. Score after one. Nepean 4, Windy City 0. We're going to have a Zamboni's coming on, so it's going to be about a 12-minute break. See you in about 12 minutes. Welcome back. We got Nepean and the refs back. No Windy City yet.
Chili, Rob?
Not too bad. Tired.
I wonder why.
And here comes the Windy City team. And we're ready to start. Windy City dumps it in. Dom stops it behind the net. McMullen picks it up. Up to Bray. Bray over to Hollingsworth. She gets it in her skates. Cuts to the middle. Loses it. Windy City tries to rim it around the boards. Oh, in front to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth shot. Great save by the goalie. Windy City comes out with it. And they dump it in. Ryu stops it up behind the net. Donaldson up to Samiga. Tries to hit Longo. She does, but it's offside. Hollingsworth was skating off for a change and got caught offside. Gardner puts it in and chases after it. She's got it in the corner. Back to the point. Tough one for Francis to handle. Goes to Windy City. Hill takes it away from them. Ryu covers it up for a whistle. Mulvihill behind the net. She's got some speed. She gets it over the blue line. Gains the zone. Gardner going after it. Windy City covers that one up. Windy City gets it out. They put it deep. Mulvihill going after it. She's got two after her. Windy City has it behind the net, tries to center it. It goes through, back to the point. Shot blocked by Gardner. Mulvihill behind the net. She sees Gardner going to center. 2-on-1 now. Gardner with it. Shot. Glove hand save by Windy City. Back to the point, Yell puts it to McKinnon. McKinnon takes it into the corner. Throws it back to Yell. Cross ice to Donaldson. Donaldson takes a shot. That gets deflected into the corner. McKinnon has it. puts it in front to O'Connor. O'Connor scores. Goal scored by number 22, Carly O'Connor. Assist to number 14, Jaylee McKinnon. And I think number 9, Isabella Donaldson. 5-0 Nepean. O'Connor back to Viel. Viel over to Donaldson. Donaldson cross to Houston. Houston fake shot, then shoots and scores. 6-0. City dumps it in. Dom covers it up for a whistle. Hollingsworth with it. She goes off the boards to Bray. Bray coming. Over to Gibbs. Gibbs shot. Saved by the Windy City goalie. Rebound was there. Couldn't capitalize on it, but Windy City goes high glass. Gibbs cuts that off over to Francis. Francis puts it deep. Nepean goes for a change. Windy City puts it deep on the Ryu. Mulvihill takes it now. She's gained the zone. She goes behind the net. In front to Longo. Longo can't pull the trigger. Ryu plays that one. Reverse to the Viel. Viel tries to go up to Longo, but that gets deflected by Windy City. Samiga gets it now. She's got 2 with her. Fake shot. Over to Gardner and a goal. 7-0. That goal scored by number 19, Elaine Gardner. Assisted to number 18, Sid Samiga. And I think number 77, KPL. Windy City tries to go deep. Mulvihill stops that. She rubs the person out behind the net. McKinnon up to Houston. Houston coming one-on-one, but McKinnon's shot wide. Windy City now has an opportunity. Tries to toe drag Donaldson. Donaldson gets that. Donaldson over to Gibbs, up to Houston, to McKinnon. O'Connor now, one-on-one with McKinnon coming. Gives it to McKinnon. McKinnon scores. It's 8-0. Still 10:20 left to play in the second. Hollingsworth tries to put it back to Donaldson. That gets picked off by Windy City. Johnson ahead to McMullen. Another 2-on-1 breaking out. McMullen shoots, gets behind the goalie. Windy City defender gets it before it goes in, and they dump it out. Icing call. Melville has it. She tries to go cross off that. It gets picked off by Windy City. A nice offside. Melville circles back up to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth off the boards to McMullen. McMullen takes it into the corner. Chips it to Bray behind the net. Bray back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill leaves it for Bray. Bray over to Francis. She takes a shot, goes high. McMullen has it down in the corner. She's circling. Comes back to Mulvihill. Just comes out of the zone. Gardner has it in the corner. Samiga back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill to Samiga. She tries to pass across, and that goes up and wide. Yell circles over to Samiga. Samiga now circles. She puts it deep behind the net. Gardner picks it up. Tries to cut to the middle. Windy City takes it away and ices the puck. McKinnon has it in the corner. She gets pinned. Windy City comes out with it. Gets it over the red line. Houston takes it away. Now she's circling back in her own end behind the net. She goes long pass to McKinnon. McKinnon has O'Connor coming with her. McKinnon steps around the defender. Tries to go cross ice. Goes right into the other corner. Houston picks it up now. She goes deep to McKinnon. One-time pass to Viel. Viel shoots and scores. I think that was bar down too. One-time pass back to Viel for a one-timer, bar down and in. McKinnon gets it. Houston back to McKinnon. Back to Viel. Viel takes a shot on that. That's tipped. Just goes wide. O'Connor had the tip on that one. Windy City ices it down. Icing's waved off. Viel puts it up to O'Connor. Puts it down low to Houston. Houston spins. Sends it low to Hollingsworth. She breaks her defender. Circles. Back to Gibbs. Gibbs down low to McMullen. McMullen tries to go in front, but gets picked off. Windy City dumps it down. Icing. does it in the corner. She spins away from the check. Over to Francis. Francis shot. That gets blocked. Gets caught up in their equipment. Gray takes it now. She goes back to Gibbs. Gibbs over to Hollingsworth. Windy City gets it. Ices it. Dyson's called off. So Gibbs goes back and picks it up. Gibbs over to Francis. Francis tries to go to McMullen. That's behind her, but it gets out outside of the blue line. Windy City dumps it in again. Gibbs gets it. She sees Francis on the corner, tipped in front to Gray. Gray puts it deep. Gardner going after it. Longo comes out with it. Goes to Windy City. Longo now, and she puts it against the boards. He goes after it. She tries to tuck it in at the net. Goalie makes a good save. Windy City puts it out. Fiel going after it. Cuts back. Puts it up to Gardner. Gardner to Longo. She's got two with her. 3-on-1. Shot. Goal. City has it back in their own end, circles. Yell over to Gardner. Gardner across the blue line. She gets tripped up. Yell has it now. Gets picked off. She circles back now. Ahead to McKinnon. Longo picks it up. Tries to center it. Windy City gets it and dumps it in. Ryu covers it up for a face-off. McKinnon skating after it. A couple chances for a breakaway there, just couldn't get the passes. Windy City puts it into the neutral zone. Donaldson circles back. Tries to put it up to McKinnon, that gets picked off. Windy City was looking for their first scoring chance, but didn't get it. Penalty coming up. Penalty to number 29, Nuala Gibbs. Windy City goes on the power play. Mulvihill gets it off the boards. Hits the ref. Ref keeps that one in for Windy City. Otherwise, I think Mulvihill was gone. Windy City goes cross ice. Mullen goes up to Hollingsworth, but that pass was in the air. She couldn't handle it. Goes right to the goalie. She freezes it up for a whistle. Puts it in the corner for Gardner. Gardner circles. Way after it now. Puts it back to Donaldson. Donaldson puts it into the corner. Gardner picks it up. She circles, comes out of the end. Still circling, back to Donaldson. Donaldson goes deep with Ray chasing now. She circles back. Over to Donaldson. Donaldson pass to Viel. Viel was backdoor. Goalie made a good save on her. Now Donaldson has it back. Viel up front. She gets hooked up. Penalty coming to Windy City. 4-on-4 for the next 25 seconds. Then Nepean will go on a power play. Two minutes left to play in the second period. Longo with it. Backhand on net. That's saved by the goalie. Longo to Mulvihill. Over to Francis. Back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill with the shot. That gets deflected up and out of play. Nepean penalty to Mula Gibbs has expired. Nepean goes on a power play for the next minute 34. Mulvihill has it at the point. Looking for back door. That doesn't get through. Windy City is coming out with it now. Trying to take some time off the clock by freezing it up. Samiga comes out with it though. She goes ahead to Longo. Can't control that pass. Gardner takes it. Shot. Saved by the Windy City goalie. It's back to Viel. Viel over to Longo. That gets chipped back. Windy City tries to clear it. Kept in by Longo. Gardner back to Samiga. Samiga over to Donaldson. Viel at the top now. Over to Samiga. Back to Donaldson. Over to Samiga to Viel. Viel with the shot. That's gloved down by the Windy City goalie. Covered up. Viel puts it to McKinnon, to O'Connor, trying to give and go. O'Connor has it now. Back to Viel. Viel over to Donaldson, back to Viel. Viel with the shot, that goes wide. Houston picks it up behind the net. It for the second period. Score after 2 periods. Nepean 10, Windy City 0. Shots on net. 28 for Nepean, 2 for Windy City. Period starting now. O'Connor picks it up, goes wide with it, looking for someone to pass to. Tries to cycle down to Houston. Windy City clears the zone. Now Gibbs gets it. She puts it up to Houston. Little tie up along the boards. McKinnon sees an opening, takes it. Goal. McKinnon drops it back to Houston. Houston scores. Windy City changes goalies. Waterloo has it. She gets a slash to her hands. Puts it into the corner. Circles around over to Francis. Francis back door to McMullen. She fans on it. Behind the net to Hollingsworth. She flips it up. Looking for the bat in. Doesn't get it. Samiga has it along the boards. She gets pinned up. Longo takes it out. Back to Viel. Viel over to Donaldson. Donaldson with the shot. That gets deflected. Goalie saves it. Longo turning. She backhands it on net. Goalie save. Longo picks it up again. Back to Viel. Over to Donaldson. Donaldson shot. Gets deflected into the corner. Longo picks it up again. Over to Gardner. Gardner has it in the corner. Windy City flips it up over the glass for a face-off. Looks like don't know if they're calling a penalty there. They just blew the whistle down because the net was off. It looked like the goalie may have tripped up Maggie Houston, but no penalty ball. Houston gets tangled up with another player on the face-off. Francis keeps it in. Puck comes out. O'Connor's going to curl around over to Francis. Francis chips it off the board to McKinnon. McKinnon avoids a check. Tries to put it in front. That gets intercepted. She's got it behind the net now. And Windy City gets it out into the neutral zone. Francis curls with it. She dumps it in. Comes right out to Bray. Bray with the shot. She goes wide. Bray back to Mulvihill. Round one defender falls down. Biel shot. That goes wide. Mulvihill to Biel. Biel up to McMullen. Called offside. Biel goes D to D to Mulvihill. She steps in with it, drops it back for McMullen. McMullen spins, cuts to the middle. She gets it knocked off her stick. Mulvihill back to McMullen again. Over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth with it now. That puck comes out. Biel over to Mulvihill. Mulvihill spins. She gains the zone and she's got it in the corner. That gets knocked off her stick and out of the zone. Biel gets it, comes back to play it. Up to Samiga. Windy City puts it deep. Biel goes back to play it again. Stops up behind the net. Up to Samiga. She loses it. Gardner gets past her defender. Cuts in, drops it back for Longo. Longo shoots and scores. $12-0. Puts it back to Gibbs. To Longo. That goes up the boards. Gardner gets it. He gets hit at the blue line. Windy City ices the puck. It was called off. We just want to keep this beam moving as much as possible. Gibbs with it. Goes up to O'Connor. O'Connor to Houston. Over to Francis. Francis gains the zone. She tries to cut towards the net. Throws it in front. McKinnon tries to shoot. Windy City gets it right over their end. McKinnon picks it up. She's got a couple defenders to beat. Circles behind the net. Back to Francis. Francis with the shot. Pad save by the goalie. Houston now, back to Francis. Francis to Houston. Saved by the Windy City goalie. Mulvihill with backdoor again. Tries to chip it up over, but the Windy City stops it. Face off one on that one over to Hollingsworth. couldn't quite get it past the goalie. Francis coming back with it now. Up to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth wide to Mulvihill. Mulvihill tries to go cross ice to McMullen, but that pass doesn't go through. Hollingsworth now takes it back to Biel. Biel up to Gray. Back to Mulvihill. Off the boards to McMullen. She gets stopped at the blue line. She picks it up again. Goalie saves that one. Try that one again. Windy City just gets it out. Get it out over the blue line. Samiga puts it back deep. Gardner going after it. Samiga in the corner. Goes cross ice to Biel. Biel sidesteps her defender back to Samiga. Samiga in front to Longo. That redirection goes just wide. Windy City brings it in and dumps it in a Nepean zone. Biel up to Gardner on the boards. Behind the net to Donaldson, up to Houston. Houston skates back, turns, got some speed. Puts it deep to O'Connor. O'Connor to McKinnon. McKinnon back to Gibbs. Gibbs over to Francis. She goes off the boards. Behind the net to Houston. Houston to Gibbs, over to Francis. Francis whiffs on that pass, now is tangled up with a couple players. Windy City tries to clear it. Kept in at the blue line, Bray with the shot. It's saved by the Windy City goalie. Gibbs goes back to get it now. Over to Hollingsworth, back to McMullen, over to Bray. Bray to Hollingsworth, tic-tac-toe, that's in the back of the net, 13-0. Hollingsworth up to McMullen. She's got Bray going. Tries to slide it to her. Can't get it to her. McMullen now has it. Gains the zone. She shoots. Goes back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill down low to Bray. Bray tries to hit Viel back to her. That gets stopped by the Windy City. Mulvihill up to Gardner. Longo gets it now. Gets chipped in. Donaldson has it behind the net. Longo picks it up. She gets it out. Gardner chasing it now. Donaldson back at the point over to Samiga. Samiga tries to go in front to Longo. That pass missed. Windy City ices it down. Whistle. 4:12 left to play in the third. Houston, she takes a shot, that gets blocked. Goes deep to McKinnon. She goes behind the net. In front to Houston. Another shot blocked. Windy City puts it deep. Ryu stops it up behind the net. Nepean gets it out. McKinnon steals that one. She goes, and Windy City covers it up for the face-off. Francis keeps that one in. Hollingsworth has it now. Puts it deep to Bray and up to McMullen. McMullen over to Bray. Bray with the shot, gloved down by the Windy City goalie. Got a southpaw goalie in net now. Catches with her right. Bray has it in the corner. She cycles down to McMullen. McMullen gets past one defender. Leaves it for Mulvihill. Mulvihill in front to Bray. That shot just goes wide. Bray picks it up. Back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill with the shot. That gets blocked. Bray over to Francis. Can't handle it, but he's got a breakaway from Windy City. Ryu with the save. That may be definitely the best scoring chance that Windy City has had. McMullen has it now. She's on her own, waiting for more people to come. Loses it. Yell over to Donaldson. Samiga going after it. She's got it in the corner. Circling. Up top. Shot. That's tipped. Saved by the goalie. Gardner picks it up in the corner. Now Longo gets it. Longo over to Donaldson. Tries to go back to her. Can't find anyone. Longo picks it up now. Behind the net. She goes deep to Gardner. Gardner gets tripped up. They try to rim it around the boards. Samiga chips it to Yell. Yell back to Samiga. That gets chipped to Longo. Longo shoots. Goes into the corner. Samiga back of the net to Longo. Longo to Samiga. Back to Longo. Over to Donaldson. Donaldson to Biel. Biel to Donaldson. To Samiga. Cycles to Gardner. Gardner tries to cut to the middle. That gets kept in by Biel. Yell with a nice shot pass to Longo. Longo tips it in. 14-0. Gibbs has it. Puts it head to O'Connor. She gains the zone. Houston picks it up. Down low to McKinnon. McKinnon to Houston. Houston to Gibbs. Gibbs to McKinnon. That's off. 5 seconds left to play. That's game. Final score 14-0. Now we have to sit and wait to see when we play tomorrow, so we'll try to post that as soon as we can. We'll see everyone tomorrow.